Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our sippin chat. It's me and Camp tonight. We don't know if Darrell is going to make an appearance or not. Hopefully he will. But let's just get started. How you living, Camp? How are you?
All right, good. This weather is hot. It's been hot outside the last couple of days. It's 80-degree weather, 85.
Yes.
In October was burning me up. I know that's for sure.
What are you sipping on tonight?
Basically, I got alkaline water and I got Dr. Pepper. So,
Okay. All
interchanging, I guess.
right. Okay. All right. I'm sipping on some regular water and I have a glass of wine. I'll see if I feel like sipping on that. All right, but it's on standby.
Okay. Okay. I can deal with that.
Okay. Yeah. Any current events, kid?
The gun laws. Well, okay. So most states you have to have a gun permit, right?
Hmm.
But in Texas, it's like you can carry a gun whether you have a gun license or not.
Really?
Well, the problem if you're an adult, the problem is they didn't really specify. So whether it's 18 or 21.
Okay.
Hey, Darrell,
Hey,
how you?
Daryl.
Hey, what's up? I'm
How you
in here.
doing?
I'm in here. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Hey,
the fresh dew and
hey,
everything.
Oh,
listen. You know, killing them, murdered, call the cops, dead, hurting them.
I
So what's going on?
We just started.
So I'm
We
in.
just started.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't know how long I stay on. I'm down in where we at? Hampton. Yeah, I'm in Hampton at the homecoming. Yeah, I'm at the homecoming. So,
nice.
you know,
Hi.
Okay.
Looks like you having fun.
Yes. What are you sipping on, Daryl? Well, he's frozen. All right, go ahead, Camp.
So
I didn't.
basically,
I
oh,
didn't tell him. You know, I didn't say you're my friend.
Darrell,
Yes.
Doc said what you sipping. Doc said what you sipping on.
You know, I had my pineapple juice.
Okay.
Okay, you
All
moved
right,
Yeah,
down
you know,
from
cool.
green
pineapple juice
tea.
gets me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain tonight. I got this pineapple juice.
You moved
Somebody got
up.
to
Yeah, that
drive.
pineapple
Somebody
juice.
has to drive.
Woo,
Yeah, pineapple juice gets me loose.
that's
I'm gonna
a that's
be
a step up from green
listen
tea. Diet green tea at
Yes.
that. Yes.
out of control. I'm gonna be out of control tonight. Okay, all the
I think
way.
Mm-mm-mm.
all that natural sugar.
Mm-mm-mm. All right, so Camp was talking about the gun laws,
So
one of
you
the
don't.
current
So
events.
certain states now you can just carry if you're an adult. However, they didn't have specified. But this student is 18. Timberview High School, Arlington, Texas, DFW Metroplex area. Basically, he was been attending private school all his life. Then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, I want to try public." So goes to public. He's getting jumped. They're taking his money. He's 18, senior in high school. He wanted to try public for the first time in his life. His family, black family, is very well to do. He's been getting jumped and beat up by a group of kids. They're taking his money. High schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day, he decided to take a gun. He's 18 though. Bail was 70. Well, 10% of bail. It was 75,000. They had to post bail. His family posted. They said his shoes was getting taken.
Well, yeah. So 70 500.
No, they posted 75,000. So his bail, that was 10% of his bail.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So 10% of his bail was 75,000, or was his bail 75,000?
No, when you post bail, you only have to post 10%. So 75,000. His family is wealthy, well to do. They're black family. They're well off, whatever. But the posted bail, he's out. However, they're like, oh, he's an adult. However, he's a student in high school. So he's still getting hit with some type of charges. He's never been in trouble. However, one of the, he shot
Man, my
he took out a
reception is
gun
terrible.
after they beat him up or whatever in class. This is going on. It was recorded. So but now, four people got hurt. One was shot 4 times, arm, chest,
Mm.
stomach. Basically, the student I guess one of the students that was in the altercation is 15. He's the ICU. Everybody else was released and out. So they're trying to figure out, it's open carry gun laws. They said adults, but is it 18 to 21? But now they're saying adults should be 21 and above.
Mm.
But they never specified that. So they're trying to see, is this a mental health crisis? But they're like, he's never been in trouble. Great kid. He just decided to try public school. They said the high school knew about the jumping, the bullying, all that was happening to him. It's no excuse for bringing a gun. However, at the same time, you got the other side of the argument. How many times am I gonna get jumped, my money taken, and beat the hell? Like, how many times does this have to happen? The school is aware. They're investigating, but nothing gets done. But now, on the other side, the student is in ICU.
Yeah.
So coming back off of the pandemic, the school, I feel like on all sides, the school dropped the ball. And if my child been in private school all their life and suddenly wanted to go to public school last year, I'm gonna be like, Hunty, I don't know if you built for this. We just gonna rock private school. And then if you're a parent, why let your child get jumped so many times and you don't pull them out of school if the school's not doing nothing?
Yeah. I guess some parents are like, what are my options?
Right. But his family is well off, so it's kind of like, now Texas is wondering, we said adults, but we never specified an age. He's an adult at 18, but he's a high school student, so he's not really an adult. Adults should be 21 and above, but they never specified that for
Hey,
the
Neil.
carry gun law.
Right.
So at this point, they involved the governor. They involved all these people. So they're trying to figure out what's the next step.
So can you carry a gun at 18?
That's now they're saying, since
That's what
he's
they're trying to figure out.
they're trying to figure this out. They said when they said adult, they meant 21, but they never specified the age. Adult is considered 18 and above, right? For age purposes. Then in upstate New York, another kid bringing the gun to school. Another student witnessed it and told the school resource officers. They went looking for the student, but the student was like, "What gun? I don't have a gun." So another student spoke up and said, "Oh, he put it in another student's backpack."
Oh, wow.
Why he got to school, the other student didn't even know it was in his backpack. So the student who didn't know is not getting punished. But the student who brought it is getting the charges. But that's like, if you could think about just walking through high school, and then you in trouble because you didn't know nothing about a gun in your backpack. Yeah. So
I mean, that's like being at the airport. Somebody slips something in your bag and you don't know. How can you be held responsible? Other than them saying you should have been watching your bag.
Right. And them saying, do you know this person? Do y'all talk? Did you know this was happening? Were you in on this plot?
Right. That's what you have to prove, though, that you were not in on it.
Correct. So right now is the statistics. Is this mental health? Or is this a result of students and people like coming back from the pandemic and not knowing, having coping skills and not knowing how to handle situations? Or is it just pure violence?
Depending on the kid and the all of the situation, it could be either or some of all.
Right. So now they're trying to weigh laws against mental health policies in schools and outside of schools, in the workplace. So
it seems like all of the current events, all the things that's happening that we hear about is about violence.
Right. I'm like, is there anything else? Like, it's sad because even I saw somebody posted today about the number of children that have passed or been killed in Philadelphia. I'm like, that is so sad. It's been over 100. And the year hasn't even, it's not, it's been the last quarter, but that's very unfortunate and very sad. So even just that, but some of it is random, some of it is targeted, some of it being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, it's just a mixture of different factors.
And some of it is kids killing kids.
Correct.
Teenagers shooting other teenagers.
And there was another article because, of how many thousands of black women have gone missing or indigenous women. It's another thing where it was about there's no such thing as black on black crime.
Huh?
Yeah, the article. So
Okay.
you know,
I'd have to read that one and see if
right?
they can explain
Like,
that to me.
like one, you know how I guess it's the whole term and how black and brown people are portrayed in the news. It was like there's no such thing. If there's no such thing as right crime, there's no such thing as black on black crime. And I'm like,
Okay, I can kind of see where they're going with that.
so when I read it, I'm like, well, but to be honest, statistically, if you really look at the statistics, um, there's more white people that get killed by white people in America than black that get killed by black. So from that viewpoint, I was like, oh, I see what they're going with it. Mm-hmm. But how we portray negatively, especially black males, mm-hmm. in the news, and how stuff is drummed up, and they can be, can have a clean background, but mm-hmm. just the point of being black. So they're saying across the board how black people are treated in the media, mainstream.
Mhm. Mhm. Daryl and I were talking about that last week. How if you watch the news, they'll have you thinking if you step out your door, you're gonna get your head blown off. Right? That's how it is portrayed, and there are certain neighborhoods that they keep talking about over and over and over again. So it can put you, it can make you really afraid to leave your house.
Right. So I had a student. They from Kensington area, right?
Uh,
They go.
That area is talked about all the time.
Yeah, but this is what's like very I don't know. It was just a different conversation. They was like, "Well, I'm afraid to get on the bus to come to school." In my head, I'm like, "You live in Kensington." They're like, "Oh, North Philly is getting crazy." Kensington is but just that thing that you and Daryl talking about, I have students that are saying that they want to barely step out the door. Mm-hmm. Because in other areas like North Philly, and I'm like, well, Kensington is still North Philly. Mm-hmm. So they're like, oh, it's still crime, but it's not as bad over here, like in this area. I'm like, have you walked down the street? So that perception, they was like, I watch the news and North Philly is just getting bad, and I'm like, what? You live in North Philly, like so. It's this thing about trying to separate neighborhoods that are in the neighborhood, like Juliana Park, East Kensington, this area, but it's all North Philly, boo. Mm-hmm. So I think it's that separating between black and brown people even. They're like, what area do you live in? So yes, that is the thing in terms of making you feel like you're gonna get shot when you walk out your door. I'm not saying it can't happen, but that's not what we want. But
yeah. But it makes you afraid to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. I was going to say same thing they did with the pandemic, but the same thing happened with the pandemic.
Okay.
There was a point where they just kept flashing the numbers and talking about, you're going to, and basically they were saying you're going to catch it. If you go outside, you're going to catch it because 1,000 people caught it today. So don't leave your house.
Well, this is how the radio sounded this morning. Oh my gosh, the news just came in. They've been reported just this morning on October 8th, 251 new cases. It just showed up. They in Philadelphia area, but Philadelphia has close to 2 to 3 million people. The greater Philadelphia area is 3 million people. So statistics wise, 251 divided by 3 million people in the greater Philadelphia area. What percentage is that? When you do the math and it's spread out across the greater Philadelphia area, but you're like, oh my gosh, 251 people. Not saying that's not important, but yeah.
I know what you're saying, but the news is it's purposely fear-based.
I can't tell you the last time I watched the news. It's been over a decade.
I try not to. I watch a few, a little here and there, but I try not to.
My news comes from social media. And reading it, basically.
Where he say? Daryl said he's at Hampton at the homecoming.
Yeah, he said he's at That's like got his new. He had to have his new dude before he went down there.
Yes.
If you notice, he was playing his hair a little earlier. He was showing the side.
I saw
Look, he's doing it.
it.
He's doing it again.
Uh-huh.
Girl, you should put out an ad. You should be a male model.
I am a male model.
You know what?
Google me.
Oh, Google you? Okay, no problem. Definitely. Oh, and he got the LL Cool J thing going on with the lips. He really,
You see him? You see him?
All the way live right now. You understand me?
it's
That pineapple juice. That pineapple
juice.
juice.
Pineapple juice get me loose.
And his skin is glowing. His
Look
whole
at
face.
him.
And he got stuff trimmed up. I'm just saying. Debonair.
Ready for whatever.
Oh, yeah, ladies, he said whatever, whenever,
Whatever,
whatever.
y'all. Whatever.
When out of town, it goes down.
Oh, it does. Have you met anybody yet, girl? That's a current event. I'm just saying.
Mm-mm-mm. So the only current event I want to talk about, and I want to vent because the housing market is trash.
The what
I
market?
can agree.
Housing.
Housing market. She said that's what you want to talk about. Current event.
Well, no, actually, I mean, well, for buying, it's tough. For selling, it's great. It's a
Right. The
seller's
selling
market.
is great.
So selling is definitely great. You're getting like 50 to 60,000 over what your asking price is right now. So you have something to
Ridiculous.
sell, but in buying, you got to pay 56 over whatever you're looking for. So that's where the problem comes.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Yes.
not. When I looked up my property, I'm not trying to sell, but it's done tripled in value. And I
Mm-hmm.
just got. Well, it's been a little bit over a year.
Mm-hmm.
I said what?
I'm not surprised.
But I'm not
But
selling.
it has these people with these ran down
Oh my
trashy
God.
houses thinking they could just charge anything
They
But people
can
are paying the
because they
prices
can.
without inspection.
without inspections, which is
People paying the
so
prices
crazy to
with
me.
no contingencies in their contract. So of course they're gonna think they can sell it for whatever. Because people are just
I
buying.
can't even I can't even imagine. I mean, they're not even, you know how back in the day, if somebody was selling a house, they clean the house, they do a nice presentation. They're
Right.
not even doing
Nope.
Hey, they
As
say you
is
want it, come get it.
that.
the walkthrough.
And I'm leaving all the junk in the
Like,
house when I
damn, you
leave.
could have vacuumed the floor.
Vacuum. That's asking too much. Grabbing the baseboards and the walls, touching up the paint. That's too much.
So yeah,
Doing nothing and want top dollar.
Well, let me tell you, I saw an ad today. Well, I saw a listing that's new, right? 5 bedroom, 2 baths, 150 out here.
Okay.
Price not bad, but the thing is, in the house, the listing details, it says all the furniture from the current owner stays. Like if you want it out, you have to move it yourself. So
What?
I'm trying to tell you, people not even getting their belongings out. They just like, look, if you if you own it, come get it. I thought that was so weird. It had like it wasn't like lived, but it looked like they did sweep. They did the base
They did sweep.
table sweat, but it's like if you want these appliances, if you want this table, they left the furniture. Like what? It's not staging. They just like come. You got to move it yourself if you buy
Crazy. Crazy.
it. But it was 150, and I think the price was low because they probably gonna raise up the price.
Uh-huh. Now
And then
I'm even suspicious though. When I see a reasonable price, I'm like, what's wrong?
so
what's wrong with it, right?
so
Right.
like 18 hours in, we still haven't had our top again.
So far. Well, you had a current event, but you didn't really talk about it.
I don't got no time.
Okay.
So let's go. Let's get
All
it.
right. Okay, so our topic tonight, can you be happy in your relationship and cheat?
I
Can you be
think so.
happy in a relationship with cheat? Absolutely, you can.
You said can't or can?
You can. CAN.
Oh, I
Do you
agree.
think
I see
you
men do it
can?
all the time.
You
They
can.
do it.
You said
I see men do it all the
men.
time.
I don't know why you know what men are doing. Speak on what women are doing. I don't know what men
Oh,
are
speaking
doing.
of what women are doing. Oh, women just all out. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. Let me roll it back. Women are I don't know, cause all the women I see do it. They don't be happy. They still be miserable.
So they're out there getting side dick and they're miserable, getting it? I mean, I'm
Like
confused.
the
They just
dick
wasting
only
pussy
lasts
on
so
side dick
long, but
then?
that what the side nigga doing, they want their husbands to do, and since their husband ain't doing it, they still going home miserable.
So
Okay,
you just
so
donating
even if
pussy
you
to
get
the
like
game for no
no
reason.
for a woman, even if you get inside dick, and then you still got to go home, you get miserable again because you got to see that nigga at the house.
Well,
So
she's
it's
a
like
you
a
miserable.
mad?
vicious
Listen,
You
cycle.
mad every time you pull up to the house?
Right, you mad before you even step into the house.
she's a miserable person. So she's miserable, and it's not dick the problem, it's her. Because the only thing consistent is her. The two dicks are fine. It's her.
What the other her husband dick ain't fine, he ain't giving her none. Well,
I,
you know what, his dick may be fine if he giving it to somebody else. You're right. I had to think about that.
well, I mean, because again, remember, again, our success rate of completion is about 99%. So we're going to come every time. So we're going to be good. I don't care what you feel, what you do. Yeah, we finished. You didn't, and you're still miserable. So those two dicks are fine. She's the problem. She need to find something. She might need Jesus.
You know what?
I mean, they say. I mean, I guess Jesus can
We,
fix it.
we can't. So like, I can't speak for what a woman do, but I can see, you cheating. Your relationship could be fine, right? Because you don't
Mhm.
necessarily cheat because of your relationship. You may cheat because it's something that you just want to do because of an opportunity or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, you could be fine at home. You could have a perfectly good time at
True.
home and still be out there slinging that thing.
Yeah, I
You
seen.
know what I mean?
On the other end, I've seen women. They have a loving husband, great kids, or just a great family. They're
Mhm.
typical traditional. They're happy, but then it's just something to do.
It's something to do. It's nothing different than maybe you like going to the movies,
Yeah.
gym. I like going to get some extra pussy on the side. Same thing.
This is just what I like to do.
I mean,
This is what I like to do. I mean, it's just something I like to do. Like we all
sometimes
like
people
do.
got too much time on their hands. Like
Yeah, yeah. Well, go ahead and
they
ask.
just
You got
got
one of the
too busy.
questions.
They just got too.
Hold on. We have a question from the. Go ahead. I'm listening. From the gallery. From the gallery. From the audience. Audience has a question. Yes. So yeah. So I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying I could be happy and do it. Yeah. So that's that's all that matters. I can be happy and do it. Well, could that destroy my relationship later? Absolutely. But nobody thinks about it usually in the time that they're doing it, right? You're not worrying about what happens outside after because you're just worrying about that instant gratification you're getting at that time. And then you
Mhm.
might get gratified at home too. So you get double gratification. That is, you're really happy and tired, but happy.
Tired.
Right.
So 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 I think
Mm.
so. This is the thing. I what I say is that if I'm doing it, then they're probably doing it because where there's opportunity. If you're out doing other things, obviously the other person's home by themselves, so they have opportunity to do it as well. So I think if I'm doing it, I would think they were doing the same thing, or could be possible because they have the opportunity to do it as well.
I don't think a lot of people think that way though.
They don't because they're not grown. I'm grown. I know if I'm
Right.
doing it, you could do it.
Nobody says that who's making love to your old lady
Lady.
while you out making love.
That is my.
I don't think most men think like that.
No, they be like, oh yeah,
Most
honey,
men don't.
you caring for
Most
the
men
kids?
don't because, but see, men don't
Yeah.
think that way because of their pride and their ego. So it's not really about you as much as they have somebody else defiling something that they is there, quote unquote,
Yeah.
right? So it's more about my ego that's being hurt because somebody else is creeping up in my thing. right? So it's not really about y'all. It's still about us at the end of the day. Because it's about how us feeling damaged. Like, I'm King Ding-a-ling. How can she let anybody else slide in there? So that's what it really is for men, So for most, their pride, you know what I mean? But for me, I know that if I'm doing it, she's probably doing it, or she could do it, right? Because obviously, if I'm away, then she may get something from someone else, right? Yeah, she may play, and so she has the opportunity to do that.
And that should be okay.
I don't know if it should be okay. I'm not gonna say it should be okay. I don't know about it being okay.
As the ladies giggle.
Let's see how loud it is.
I don't know, but maybe I think I just think if a woman is even if she's having a relationship, there's still too many other factors and stuff she got to worry about. You need to strap up every time. As a woman, I would be thinking about, strap up every time. Damn, did my cycle come? Damn, who's the daddy? My husband or the dude I just lied up in me? I can't have this. There's too much to be thinking about. So the best thing to do is wait till you have your tires tubed. And
is to do what?
You said have your tubes tied.
Oh, so you want all the raw nuts in you, right?
No, I ain't saying it. I'm just saying
He said she don't want she doesn't want the worry.
It's a lot of worry to be thinking about. Like, oh my God.
The worry you worried about is your thing falling off because you got a hot penis. So having your tube side is not the answer. Okay, go ahead and catch a hot penis if you want to, and your tube side is going to be the least of your worries.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is, it's just a lot because I done seen people.
Oh no!
I know. Wait a minute.
What does the tube side have to do with anything?
No, I'm just saying, no, you get caught up because some people be happy at home, but then go out and play, and then they wind up getting locked down, and they like, damn, I'm in a situation. You end up pregnant. That's just another situation.
Listen, that's again, least your worry. AIDS is killing you. Okay.
True. I get that. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about
it's a lot of factors.
You don't want a hot vagina. What you gonna bring home to your husband? He gonna have a hot penis.
I'm not
have a hot vagina because you gave it. Now you gotta explain to his girlfriend why she got something.
You know what? So your husband has to explain to his girlfriend.
Right. It's my fault because I'm bringing it home to the girlfriend.
I gotta tell my girlfriend I got it from my wife. She ain't gonna believe that.
She's not, because she's gonna be like, if you playing with me, you playing with other.
Yes. Yes.
Basically, that's what's happening. It ain't the wife.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is that you can be happy and cheat, but if you're all burned, happy, okay?
Everybody burned and nobody's gonna be happy.
Nobody's gonna be happy at that point.
We done broke up 3 or 4 homes messing around with a hot penis, okay? So that's where happiness ends, okay?
And it might be more than but remember, it might be more than 3 or 4 homes if you got a blended family.
Remember this. Everyone remember this. Happiness stops at STD. Okay, those 3 letters.
Cheating.
Well, yeah. The cheating is I don't know. Cheating could be okay.
I mean, I know, from working with couples, I know that there are people who believe that if their mate is cheating on them, they can't possibly be happy. Matter of fact, they'll go as far as saying they don't love me.
Yep.
Well, you know what? See, the problem is when you base your happiness off of someone else, then you tie yourself to them. So that's a problem. You need to be happy in yourself, right?
So you saying is what you consider happy?
Yeah. So absolutely, no one should make you happy. Make yourself happy, right? And then now you can share your happiness with someone else. My happiness should never be tied to another vagina because that can go left and be filled at any time.
But your dick is happy when it's in it.
Filled at another time. I mean, it's fleeting. You can't base it, okay? So you can't base anything on a vagina or a penis. Like either way, you shouldn't base yourself in that. Yeah, you know what I mean? So you need to base yourself, know yourself first.
Know your worth.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's what, even get into a relationship, we need to know who we are before we get into that relationship, and maybe we won't be so attached and looking for love in somebody else or someone else who's making you happy. That's terrible.
It's
because
because of people who've never
that
been
penis
single.
will make someone else happy. Now you unhappy because the penis left. You shouldn't be unhappy that the penis left. Like you could be upset, like man, the penis left, but there's
Upset or
other penises out
frustrated,
there. There's
but
more
not
penises.
unhappy.
Not the only penis, not the magic stick, not the magic stick, right? But so again, so I mean, the question is, can you be happy? I think you can, right? I definitely think you can. When we're all happy when we're cheating, usually until we get caught.
You know what?
Happiness is
I
kind
can't
of we gotta lie our way back to being happy again. Like I don't know, it was only one time. She didn't mean that much to me.
I just slipped on it.
Slipped pussy.
Okay.
You know, we got these lies that we have to try to lie ourselves to be happy again, right? But and that's the other thing. You know, I would say more. It's more work. It's happy, but you're doing more work. You know, you may be happy, but it's a lot more work in it. You know what I'm saying? Does cheating mean you don't love me? No, cheating definitely.
No, you just like variety.
Well, you know, it's weird. It's weird, right? Because I can see it both ways. I can see cheating being because, like I said, if I loved you, would I bring or do something to harm you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if I look at that way, I think cheating. If you're a bad cheater, you definitely don't love me. If you're a bad cheater, right?
No.
Yeah.
Well, girl,
Or the better you are, the more I love
you. The more you love me, the better cheater you are.
Jody told, like kinda. You hear what Jody told her? He's like, I love you, girl. That's why I lied to you.
Right.
I don't lie to them other girls because I don't care about them.
I tell them I love you, but I don't love. I love you, so I can't tell you the truth. See, that's love.
Woo!
I mean, the way I look at it sometimes, if you're discreet and you strap up and protect yourself, I mean, what am I to know if I don't know?
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you. First of all, cheating is about it's going all out. So if you're cheating, most likely you're not strapping up. Okay. If you ain't willing to die for it, don't do it. Okay. Okay. If you're gonna do it, don't go half
you
stepping.
saying get it or die trying? Is that what you're saying, girl?
If you're not willing to die for it.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go all the way out. If you're gonna do it, go all the way out. That's what you're saying.
Wet balls. That's what I'm trying to have. I ain't trying to cover nothing up. Okay. But that means you have to die for it because you don't know what's in it. So you have, if you're going to cheat, you assume.
I'm not thinking I'm gonna die for it.
But it's not. When you put your face in that wet place, whatever she has, you getting all of it.
You're correct.
So you might die for it.
Correct.
So you got to make sure you put it every time. Hopefully,
assessment and faith allows me to see that
so
the person that I'm getting ready to go.
So now we bringing God into this now. We bringing God into
He's always in it.
Wait a minute. Let him finish, Daryl. I want to hear what he has to say.
Can I finish?
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
Hoping that because he's in me, what am I going to? I'm a lick ain't gonna kill me. That's grace.
That pussy's powerful. That's all he said. Powerful.
No.
He said while Jesus is good. He said while Jesus is in him, he gonna be in her. Okay.
Blasphemous, but yeah. Okay. So he's saying God is in us all.
I'm leaving.
So
No, we ain't going. I'm gonna see you. You going over to?
Yeah, I was going to.
So at the end of the day, so like I said, so
Come do his podcast. I'm going upstairs. I'll be back there. We going to the bar.
okay.
Do we have to dress up though? Do I not go to dress up?
We're making plans as well. No, they said you can go. Whatever.
I will see you.
Okay.
No, I was gonna change, but if they don't have to change, I'll be good.
So nobody got to change. We good. Sorry, plans are made. So back to this. So yeah, love shouldn't equate. I'm gonna move over here right now. So love should not equate cheating. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. What else we got? We fine.
I was just
pineapple juice.
I was just playing devil's advocate because I know that, some people really think that
if you cheat, you don't love me.
Yeah, if you cheat, you don't love me. There's no way in the world you would want to hurt me like that. if you really loved me.
And I said, like, they can feel that way because, like I said, if you that's like saying you shouldn't do anything to hurt me if you love me. I agree, right? So it's not wrong to say that because when you are really out there, you're being reckless. You're putting their life on the line as well. So I can see how someone says, "You really don't love me. You really are putting me in a predicament that I have nothing to do with, that I know nothing about. Because usually you're cheating, you know nothing about it. So I can't even prepare for it. So, you are potentially bringing something home to me. And even furthermore, not even the
Excuse me for
necessary,
a second, y'all.
no
Go
problem.
ahead, talk. Talk amongst yourselves.
Mhm.
All right, I'm ready. So not even the fact that the STDs, but people are crazy, right? So if you get a stalker or somebody that when you try to break it off, they don't want it to be broken off, right? They continue to want the relationship and they come to your house and start something there. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it definitely is very can go left very
Well, the
quick.
only way I can think of you saying, like you were saying, is they didn't know about it and just had this opportunity. I was thinking of like, okay, you cheated, but you came home and told me before you slept with me again, so I can make a decision if I
Yeah,
want to.
but see, like I said, the problem with that is you still have to worry about that person coming to the house looking for you, right?
Oh,
Trying to
true,
do
true.
harm to you and hit you by mistake. See, that people are crazy today. People are off today, and we see
Oh,
that a lot
true.
now, where people are they don't want the relationship thing. They know there's a side joint, but they don't want to be the side joint. Now they try to take out the main joint. People are crazy. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
also are putting your family at risk if
and
that
risk of
person
harm.
is of harm. If that person is really sick, and they're
That's
like, "Oh, you
like
want
that's like me not knowing nothing. I open the door. I'm thinking it's the mailman or something, and you
to
right at my door. I'm like, who are you?
100%, one hundred
Like, who
percent,
are you looking for?
absolutely." You know what I'm
That's
saying?
creepy. Yeah.
So, and that's what you also, because you don't know how people are going to respond when it's over, or you want to back off, or whatever the case may be. So that's also a danger people don't think about, because in the moment we're good, but we don't know where that's going to go as far as the other person. We don't know their mental health. We don't know, you don't know if they had stabbed a bitch before and they'll do it again. So it's you bring danger to your home as well.
And
So
that's
I can see someone saying you don't love me because of that. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Cam.
well, no, I was saying I see the other issue is when you're messing around and cheating, whatever you do is what you do. But sometimes people get very lax, and you start pillow talking, and you got your phone out, your wallet out. They found out your address, the information you said. I didn't give it to them. They don't have it available while you asleep in the shower. They
What you
went to your
mean?
phone, your
They,
wallet.
they just need your
That's how they
name
show
these
up.
days. They just need your name. You could
Oh,
Google it and
true.
get
I'm just
somebody's
saying.
whole address, and you can Google map
On
it, see their
social
house, see
media,
their
you can say all
backyard,
that. I'm
see
just
the
saying.
car. And in 2 seconds, once you know their name, you can know everything about them. But like you said,
True.
well, first of all, even worse than that, while you sleep, they can get your bank account, take all your money out, right?
Oh, true. They could do that
They
too.
can they know your name, so go buy a car your name. It's a lot of things that can happen that you're putting
Mm-hmm.
your family at risk at, which can show you really don't love me. Don't say you love me when you're putting everything at risk for this side thing that's not really bringing anything to you but a squirt. You feel me? Cause that's a squirt. Cause that's all you're getting at. That's it. You know what I mean? So you're really putting everything on the line for. You know what I
So you
mean?
say the
Why
squirt?
is it? Why is that worth it though? Why
Oh,
is that
because
worth it to
because
people?
because nothing's better than pussy than new pussy. These new yams are incredible. Woo! I'm
You
tired of
say
these
Mm-mm-mm.
yams or
stale yams. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay?
yams.
these
Yeah,
Yams.
yams.
I know what
So
yams is.
these
I've been to
these
you.
these old yams is tired. I don't want these old yams anymore. You get tired of doing the old yams and the same
You want
thing
the
over
new
and
strain?
over.
Okay.
It's really about the experience too. 'Cause the
Mhm.
yams is pretty much the same. It's all the same. It ain't that much different. But it's a new experience of hunting them down, and it feels kind of different because you're sneaking, and so it's all that's really around. It's not really that person. It's really what's around them. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of times if you leave and try to be with that person, it doesn't work because you don't have that allure for it no more. It's not the excitement. Like I really don't like you.
I see you every day. I see you every day now, and you're
Wait a
not
minute. You
that
know what? You know
good
what?
or
Your yams aren't even that good. you know,
Uh-huh.
and
Yes.
that's when you go back to the main joint, and her yams are better now because you had a little break from them. Like, yo, I can't believe.
So why not just do that? Why not
I
just take a
can't.
break?
But that's what you
Why not
said.
just take a break?
See, I can take a break, but she can't because I can't think about nobody else all up in there. Like that's not okay. You feel me?
No, I mean not cheating, a cheating break, but hey, let's not have sex for 2 weeks. Let's see
Uh,
what happens.
That's too
yeah.
long.
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna cheat. You just set the stage for me to cheat.
No, the stage and the standard.
Listen, you said 2 weeks. Okay, yeah.
Every
Cool.
2 week break. Every
Hey,
time we take
hey,
a 2 week break.
hey, do you? Hey, you ain't gonna have sex for 2 weeks. Cool. I got you. Cause I need. It's been this girl at work been trying to give me some. I'm gonna have to take up on it.
Right, bad yams.
Make sure they
First of
don't
all,
stink.
no, all yams are bad. What are you talking about? Your yams have expiration date. They're only good the first couple weeks. After
The
I
first
had them,
week,
after
ooh,
after I had them in every different way, and I had the yam casserole, had the yam pie, I had everything.
he didn't say no. He
He
did not
had them
say that on
boiled, he
purpose.
had them fried, he had them baked.
Every
Yeah,
seasoned. Hey,
real.
listen, I had them raw. I had them every which way.
We had him school.
I didn't
Excuse
had them yams. I had them yams already. Feel me? So it's just and because by the time we done did everything, and that's why you gotta try to keep it really. To be honest, you gotta keep it fresh.
Yes.
You really want to
Yes.
try to keep it fresh. You don't want to kind of do the same thing. You don't want to be in the same place. Like just be spontaneous. Like if I'm on a car and I'm driving, it's reach over, put your mouth on it. Like just do something new. You know what I mean? Let's
Hmm.
go. Let's be spontaneous. You know, as we walk and come on the side of the building real fast. You know,
he said, "Come on, side, do it like that."
come on side of this building. We walking down. You know, we walking down South Street. Come here. You know,
Okay.
hurry up. The cops coming. Okay. You know,
I'm
and, and,
happy.
and we both gonna be like, "Ooh, that was that's fun." And it wasn't about the action; it was about more how we how we did it, right? And that keeps it keep it fresh, keep doing new things. Both of you try to bring new things to the table. Like I'm gonna break in the window and try to scare you. Give me
The
it. Like
what?
you just don't knock me in the head with a pan or nothing because you're coming in the window. Like
Reaching on the other side, talking about Daryl, why you
yeah.
you pointing the gun at the window?
Yeah. but so but like so that really has to we have to find ways not to get monotonous and let monotony take over and just do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over, right? Because I mean everybody at home thinks their husband or wife loves them and they may, but you may not be fulfilling that need anymore. You know what I mean? And you guys all got to recognize that. We all have to recognize that. What can I do to make her feel like I did in the beginning, right? Because don't think that for me, you're no yams are magical after the first couple times. You lost your magic, right? So don't think, hell, Gary, I be giving him this. No, you don't. You don't, right? Just like God, don't think that you got the magic stick, right? Because don't
Yeah.
play yourself. You know what I mean? Don't play yourself and think that you doing work. Sorry, you did that move already. It was cool the first time, maybe the second, it's the third time. I know the move. I know it's here come, there it up. He did it. So you gotta keep reinventing yourself. Keep it spicy.
Sound like a lot of work.
It is, and it's nonstop work. But also know, even with all that work, I may still cheat,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
You
Yes.
you can be doing
Yes.
everything right. You can be doing everything right and no problem, and still I'm going to cheat.
Need a little extra.
So, and that's why you can't make it about you. You can't make the cheating. Oh, he cheated because something. No, baby, don't do that.
But that,
No,
what?
no.
And that would be a lot easier if the cheater didn't do that. Because a lot of times the cheater makes it about the other person. Well, if you had
Correct.
jumped on it that day when I told you
Right,
to, I wouldn't have
right.
cheated on you.
Right. So what I'm gonna say again, be accountable for yourself. So if somebody make you a fool, call yourself boo boo, because you the fool. If you allow them to put that energy back on you and make it you the fool, boo boo. Ain't nobody cheating because nothing you did, right? Because
They
you wasn't
decided to
there.
do it.
You wasn't there to pull my dig out. You wasn't there to put it in it. You wasn't there to do none of that. So it's usually never about the other person. It's all about the person who did it. You know what I mean? It's all about the person who did it. So don't be boo boo the fool. Because again, I know as a man, you're gonna fast talk. Hey, girl, it's your fault because you wouldn't take care of my needs. Remember, you had the headache. We had the headache. I had a headache. My head was aching too. I had to get the relief. So.
I think that was the whole thing behind the blue balls term.
Yeah.
Try to blame it on the woman.
We have to, right? Because nobody, you want to find a reason to not make it you. But we want you to still love us. We want to be able to come home. Home is where you want to be. Because it's funny because you want all the things of home, like, because that's what you like. You like whatever she's giving, you want that. But
you want a little extra.
The little girl from Kansas said, "There's no place like home."
Yeah, there's no place like home. But I will also say that fat ass over there is nice. So we want to explore the mountains. You want to go on vacation sometime. It's a vacation from home.
For the mountains.
Yeah, but sometimes there's no places like those mountains. Like, whoa. They gotta be good. I'm going to the mountains. And again, so it's really some men are just mole
Male hoes. Male hoes.
Okay, guess what? If you're a male hoe, you're fucking somebody. So there's female hoes that are getting fucked. Okay, because you're not just you gotta touch somebody. So don't try to put it on the males because you women are giving it up just as much. You know that he's doing whatever because he only comes over at 12 o'clock at night to see you. Duh, you know what's going on. Stop acting like you guys don't understand the situation. Half the problem is the people giving it up. We couldn't do it if you wasn't giving it up. So it's equal. So stop saying male. It's equal. We both.
Again, placing the blame.
Yeah, there's no place to blame. We both are. Yeah. So like I said, it's about both. It's the both.
So are you more honest if you really love your partner and you're happy, or are you less honest?
Did I tell you what baby boy said?
I know what baby boy said, but he's a male child.
What would you say?
No, he's telling the truth.
What would you say?
How can you be honest and say what you're doing and you know she's gonna be hurt, right?
You can still be honest.
No, you can't. First of all, cheating is dishonest. So just by you cheating, you're already dishonest.
True.
So why you gonna try to be honest about being dishonest? Keep it going. Might as well go dishonest all the way. I ain't gonna tell till I get caught.
That's that's another point that people vary on. Like if you've cheated, should you always tell?
Hell no.
Wait a minute. The point of cheating is because you're doing it. Yeah, because you're doing it without knowledge. That's why you're cheating. If it was you're allowed to do it, it wouldn't be cheating.
No. I'm not talking about being allowed. I mean situations where you've cheated and now you're feeling guilty.
That's
and
dumb.
You want to relieve yourself of your guilt.
That's dumb. If you get away with it. If I rob a bank
my thing is,
and I get away with it, I'm like, damn, let me go turn myself in and go to jail. No. You take that to the grave.
Yes, but if you cheat with somebody new, you won't feel guilty about the last person.
Listen, you might always feel guilty. Go get a therapist and tell them because they're obligated not to tell nobody else.
I wouldn't. I just think that's kind of dumb to rat on yourself at that point.
What'd you say?
I think it's kind of dumb to rat on yourself at that point.
It is. Like I said, and you know what?
Like if you cheated 5 years ago, for example, or even a year ago, like let's go. Just keep moving.
Excuse me. If you cheat at any point, if it was yesterday, you don't tell. Okay.
Yesterday and on, don't tell.
Because I love you and I don't want to hurt you.
Now I know I've heard both ways. I've heard people say like, you don't need to throw your guilt onto your partner.
Okay,
if you've done it one time and you're feeling guilty, you need to live with that.
Yeah.
If you've done it 100 times,
listen,
and you get away with it.
But these same people will say if it's an ongoing affair, then you need to come clean.
Why? Listen. Know who says that? People get cheated on. If you're a cheater,
okay. So
we call them the losers, right? The losers say tell. If you're winning, why would you tell if you're winning? I'm not going to rob a bank and then say and get away with it and then tell on myself and go to jail. No, thank you. I'm just going to take that to my grave, right? Or until I get caught. Then you got to reinvent the story.
Yeah.
You get caught.
Going could be too much. Like how? I don't know the time frame.
Time frame for what?
I mean, what
Ti-
if you fall in love with the other person? Now what you doing?
So again, so this is weak. This is called weak cheating. If you fall in love with the side
Big
joint,
cheating.
yeah, you shouldn't be cheating
This is
anyway.
weak
You're not
cheating.
you're not you're not built for cheating because
No, at
again,
that point, you not
you're
shouldn't be
falling
together.
in love.
Like,
No, well, because you're falling in love with a lie. That's why.
Mm.
Because you're falling in
yeah.
love with what's a lie. So if you don't understand, you're going into this just for this. If you fall in love with it, then it's a lie for the most part. Because most times, like I said, it doesn't work out. You find out when you try to make it work, it doesn't work because you guys are used to seeing each other late nights or whatever it is, just stolen moments and yada yada. You don't know what it is to live together full time. You don't know what it is to pay bills with the person. You don't know how this person maybe cooks or cleans. You don't know everything about them like you know your wife that you love or girlfriend that you love. So at that point, if you're falling in love with the side joint, like I said, then you're weak minded anyway.
Well,
You,
if I
you
had that home, why am I giving that up for a side?
because sometimes it's like a drug. The experience is so
Get it,
good, you
but I
think that it could be this way all the time. Because think about it, we don't argue. Because if you argue beside doing, you're weak. We don't fight.
We
We
don't
don't.
argue. We don't
We don't.
fight.
We don't. We don't. We
We
don't.
don't have to pay no bills. We don't have to
You
live in
understand?
reality. Yes,
This is this
we
is
don't live
just
in reality.
this is all just a release type of it's just a great endorphin and release in relationship. It's just happy. It should be happy all the time. So at that point, you can lie to yourself. That's what I'm saying. If you don't understand, if you're not strong enough, no, this is fake. This is going to
Mhm.
Disney for a week, and it's great Disney. You ride these rides, but it ain't real life. You gotta go back to work on Monday, right? Back to the same shit. So you can't fall in love with a lie. So if you fall in love with a lie, then it's the problem. So some people do make that mistake, and then they end up alone because they lost a good woman, and then they lost the side joint because you really don't like it. Now you're out there in the streets again, trying to find home,
But I do
begging,
agree with people not
begging,
thing.
begging her to come back, baby, baby, please, baby, baby, please, baby, baby, please,
Yeah, but it ain't worth it.
baby,
You're not
baby,
doing it.
please.
Stay home.
Yeah, yeah. So and that's what's real too, you know. So don't cheat if you ain't ready for it. We have a hobby. You're dropping them balls off of somebody's drawers.
That's the hobby.
That's the hobby.
Of dangling balls in your face. Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm gonna put these on somebody's chin because you know where the dig is in their mouth. My balls is on your chin. Where the dig at? In your mouth.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, hobby. So
But I think that that's probably why a lot of times people can't get over it when they do find out because they go right to they must not have been happy and they don't love me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
So
that's it's almost
that definitely makes it difficult to get over.
it's tough. It's almost like you know you start self sabotaging yourself because you're making this excuse. Oh, it's me. I should have did this. And now they got you. Once I see you are doing that, I got you right because now I know if I cheat
I could do it again.
every time you don't do something, girl, you don't wash the dishes. I cheated.
Cheated.
I cheated. You know what I mean? I seen them hold dishes when I came up, see all them dishes in the sink. I was like, no, I'm gonna go put
You
my
didn't
dick
cook
with
my meal.
somebody. I'm gonna go put my dick with somebody. I can't. I can't. I can't.
I
I
had to
can't with this.
go to her house and get some food. Like,
I can't with her. I can't with her. I was just so upset about seeing them dishes. I had to go dump my balls. So let me go dip them. Can't believe it. Oh, you left the TV
But
on?
then you looking
Oh,
for reasons. And you get to
that's
a
what I'm
point where you
saying.
start looking for
Yeah,
reasons.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Oh, you left the TV
to leave the house.
on channel
You
6?
argue on
Oh,
purpose.
you know I like channel 6. Oh,
You argue on purpose. You just do dumb shit
Uh-huh. Yes.
I can't believe
over
this.
nothing. Just blow away. You be like, what were you arguing about
Is
again?
it
She looking
is
like,
this
what?
is this a stain on the carpet? I just dropped ketchup on the carpet. Like who got ketchup on the carpet? Is ketchup on the carpet? I gotta go. I can't believe it's ketchup on the carpet. You know, so you set yourself up because I know that I can use that as a almost a joystick to control the situation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Like
I
a
don't know. It's
puppet.
tough. Yeah, it's tough. So I don't know.
What we do know is Daryl says take it to your grave.
Because I
I mean,
love
you
you.
want
I
to
don't
come
want to hurt you.
please,
I don't
but
want to hurt you.
you should keep it to yourself at times.
If
Like,
I
stuff
got
like
away
that.
with it, I don't ever see a reason to tell. unless it's like,
You get caught.
yeah, my dick is burning, and I think we need to go test it. That's the only time you need to tell, right? I got a hot penis. I think we need to go to doctors because I did something. That's the only time I need to tell. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you're forced to tell because, like Camp was talking about, yeah, we got a baby on the way. But I ain't pregnant, but my girlfriend is.
I've seen that. Yep.
So we got to tell. You understand me? So, but let me get up off here because we got to get out of here, and it's not going to be a reception where I'm going. Sorry I had to break out
Hey,
early.
girl,
It was
thanks for
fun.
joining us. Have
And
fun.
I just have to say, listen, don't cheat. My motto is don't cheat. Love the one you're with. Okay? I
Love
wouldn't
your
cheat.
takeaway.
And my motto is do whatever it is the fuck you want.
Okay.
Because that's what it's gonna come down to at the end of the day.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
That was the vodka talking. Okay. So again, everybody, if don't cheat. If you want to step out, let the person know what you want to do. Give them an option. Right? That's what we should do.
Right.
All right. Yeah, we about to roll over there. All right. Have a good one.
All right, Daryl,
Bye
have
bye.
fun.
Girl.
All right. Dag, we ended early tonight, huh? Any last words, Kid? We like on an hour.
I know. I just think that you can be happy and just don't cheat.
Hmm.
And if you end up cheating, you need to like either do the grunt work to get better or just stay away from that. I mean, people gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. You can't control anybody.
That's right.
But I wouldn't let somebody else cheating be the point of contention of my happiness or questioning what's going on with me because you decide to step out and do you whatever's going on. So at that point, I wouldn't hold myself hostage over that.
Hmm. I agree with that. It's
Yeah.
not. It's. I wouldn't make it about me.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
That
So
means
I.
they have work to do. Not saying you don't, but they would have a little bit more work to do.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. And I like what Daryl said about giving people options. I think that
Right.
is one reason why people don't talk to their spouse about things that they really want because they don't want to give them options because
Because,
they're scared of what it may look like.
but if you want to do certain things and you don't want to give them options, but if you're afraid to give them options, that means you may actually get what you think you want, but you don't need. Or you like, oh, I can have this, I can have it this way, but you don't want them to have it that way. You
Yeah.
open Pandora's box. You
Yeah.
have to be ready for that.
Yeah. Which I think most people aren't. So they just keep it closed and do what they want to do.
And I think that comes back to bite your ass every time. I just, I'm kind of. Some people say I'm too honest. I would rather be a friend honest about it before something like that would happen, or just, if you're gonna do what you do, do it and just do you, but be discreet about it.
Mhm. Yeah. So, I mean, if you can't handle it, that's the thing. If you
But
can't handle it, then you'll be all stressed out.
but a lot of times I've seen both men and women cheat. They're happy, like for the most part, they're happy with their spouse, their kids, like their life in general. But then the their spouse is not doing anything, but the person who cheated, they're going crazy and they're accusing the other spouse, and they're going through their phone, but they're doing all the dirt. That's an indication that you can't even handle cheating like one time yourself.
Yes, that's what I'm
So that's
talking about.
like
Yeah.
you just and they're like, what's and then they're like, why are you accusing me? I haven't done anything. Like, so that's where it gets fishy too, because I'm like, are you alright? And they're
Some people
dropping,
say that's an indication that something's going on when your spouse is real suspicious of you.
yeah. And
Mm.
I found that even if, let's say, even if your spouse cheated and you forgave them, a lot of times it becomes a continual problem because they can't forgive themselves. Nothing to do with you. They just can't forgive themselves. Because when
Yeah.
they haven't faced themselves in the mirror, even though they're like, oh, I won't do it again, but you're still beating yourself over it, even though you did the cheating. That
And
means,
I've also seen it where the spouse or the partner says they forgave them, but they don't because they remind them of it every single
every
day.
day, every time they walk out the door, I got a track on you. Don't be going nowhere you ain't supposed to be. Don't be doing what you ain't supposed to be doing. Don't be hanging around them people you ain't supposed to be. If you gotta do all that, you might as well just hang it up.
Or you turning your life around because now you're monitoring them all the time.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's different.
Like you don't go anywhere, you don't do anything because you're afraid that if you let them out of your sight for a little bit of time, they're going to be doing something. That holds you hostage.
Yeah, and I've seen also where the wife didn't cheat, but the husband cheated, and she wanted him to stay home and not work because she felt like every time he left out the door to go to work that he would cheat. So she ended up being the breadwinner because she needs to know that he was at home at all times.
Oh my
So
gosh.
while she was at work, she would call him and be like, "Did you cook? Did you clean? Did you get
Mm.
the mail? Did you do the garden and today?" Like it was just like that's crazy to me. I gotta work and monitor you at the same time,
Yeah, that's too much.
and they were married.
That's too much.
I've seen it all.
That's too much work. That's way too much work.
But she said she was happier.
Really?
Yeah, she
Okay.
don't worry about him.
Because she felt like she had control over his movement.
But
So
my
yeah, maybe she felt she was happier.
if he at home, cameras or not, he can still have somebody come to the house.
Yeah, when people want to cheat, they find ways. I don't care what you do. They will find a way.
Yeah,
So you might as well live your life and not worry about it.
that's what I said. I just think cheating. I don't know. For some people, cheating is a lifestyle, and the spouse or the partner may know, and they don't say nothing about it, and they just live their life. They have their happy bubble with their partner or spouse, and they know about it. They know everything, and they just let it happen. So if that's what you allow, oh well.
A lot of work.
It is because some people may be like, if it's worth cheating, I guess it's worth for me to stay.
Hmm.
So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Anything else, Kent?
No, I don't have anything else.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Catch us on the replay. Catch us on Instagram, YouTube, or on Relationship Flow on Facebook. And we will see you next week. If you have topics you want us to talk about, just give us a holler. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye.